Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm just gonna get my little thingy-majig up so I can talk to you. So what I'm gonna show you in this video is how to create some new worlds, but what I want to make sure is that we take a look at some of the examples in the scripting and the kind of like tutorial looking worlds and rich environments in case you didn't know that those existed. So let's go ahead and close this for a second. So, ignoring this because this video is essential bundles or whatever, all you got to do is just click the button on your non-dominant hand, and when you go down to create, there are some tutorials here. So you can go intro to creation, which is pretty cool and it's kind of guided, right? I believe, and the script samples is not really guided. This one you just kind of have to play with. And when you go to your worlds, this is any world that you've created. So it could be a tutorial world. So I've got all these worlds that I've played around with, and the scripting samples I've created many times, while I was learning how to do all this. But if you click New World, this gives you access to simple environments. So if you just want some grassy meadows because you want to build some cows or something, or rocky island because you want to I don't know, learn how to build little mountains or things that go into mountains like a cave or whatever. Then you would just click these and you would create one of these, and then they'll show up in your My Worlds page in this section. Okay. Now, you also have rich environments, places that have a lot more polygons and things created. So like the twisting temple is kind of weird and cool. The oasis is kind of neat. But what's kind of interesting about these is that they have kind of like these environmental effects. So, this one's kind of like foggy and snowy, whereas the oasis ruins, it's bright on the top side, but you can go in these little huts and houses, and in there it's darker. So when you go, let's get out of here for a second. Right now, I'm in the walking around kind of preview or whatever, right? Like the preview view. But if I go into the build view, which is this guy right here, pull down, all right? When you're in the build view of the rich environments, you get to see, whatever triggers or lighting that they might have, different scripts that are around the environments and sounds, so that you can understand how they're doing water, lighting, clouds, shadows, lights, and different types of things. So let's just go back to preview for a second here and bring back up this menu because we're talking about creating new worlds. So some of the other worlds that you can create, not just rich environments or simple environments, but you can also take a look at pre-made mechanics. Pre-made mechanics are kind of cool. So launching examples. So I guess and throwing examples. These are physics-based examples. Whether you're launching something like a bow and arrow, or you're throwing something like a type of ball or a feather or an airplane, and it shows you, the ball and what what type of ball it is effectively. So you get to be able to look at the code and the building of that ball versus the bow and arrows. So these pre-made mechanics, I guess, are kind of the examples that Horizon wanted to lead with, because this is makes for good gaming, I guess. So you could, make a basketball court or capture the flag, or you could do bows and arrows and try to do like a PvE or PvP zone or something. Then you also have scripting environments. So when you want to do like narration or kind of like sports for an arena, when you want to do PvP and it's got a scoreboard, so there's things happening with different people that get registered as a certain color, and depending on what the game is, you're going to get points on a scoreboard. And then here, a puzzle. This one's pretty cool because it's got 5 or 6 different rooms, and each one has a different way that you're going to open it up. This one's with a key. The next one, it's going to be little ABC blocks. The next one, it's going to be like a combination of switches or something along those lines. Put the thing on the pressure plate, go stand on the second one, then the door opens. I think is another one. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you how to create worlds and show you that there's a lot more in Horizon than I had originally thought, just in their examples and their tutorials, because I was having a hard time finding stuff online, and there's tons there. Then you run into people like VidU, for example, which has his bundle that he offers out to people. And this is all like, reuse, free license, etc., etc. So if you comment at the bottom of the YouTube videos or whatever the case, I could get you access to this because I've got a copy of, this as well. Obviously, I'd give you a proper copy, not this one that I've been messing around with. But anyways, so yeah, so that was pretty much it. Just wanted to show you that there's a lot more out there that you guys can be messing around with in order to learn stuff, and that's pretty much it. So I will see you later.